Welcome back to the channel. It's Metal Shop Steve. I hope you know that by now because you clicked on it to get here. So, I've lately been doing a little segment I call Get This Album, and we're going to do another one of those today because I've been finding such great music and I just want to let everybody else here know about it. So today's Get This Album is from a band called Savage Messiah. It's the new album called Demons, and it really is it's pretty fresh off the presses. It's brand new. I believe it's been out for a week or so now, maybe. So that's what we're going to say. And I do not have an actual physical CD copy of it because I'm not a complete digital hater. This is one album that I bought digitally. So I'm going to show you a picture right here in the place of this. I'm going to get a picture up to go in the video, but I don't have the actual CD. Doesn't matter, still rocks. Let's talk about it. So Savage Messiah, they began somewhere around 2007, if my information from their website is correct. So if they're wrong, then I'm going to be wrong. 2007, these guys got together, and this album, Demons, is their 5th full-length studio album. So they do have a backlog of music. They actually make a bunch of videos as well. So that's how I first saw them. I saw their debut video for this new album, and you should check it out. I'll probably put a link below so you can check that out too. But the band is made up of, it's 4 guys. It's Mira, hopefully I'm saying that right, 2 Davids, and a Charlie. So there you go, there's the band. And David Silver is the singer. So this band in general I found to be just a pretty, straightforward is the wrong way to say it because that makes it sound cookie cutter or boring, and it is not. It is just really good metal. And they kind of bridge a couple of different genres within their album, genres of metal that is, and it makes for a really nice mix. It makes for an exciting mix, and they do all of it pretty well. So what we're going to talk about first, I guess, is I would just describe it as kind of at times melodic, but also it's thrashy, and then they can slow it down and it's kind of a little bit chunky, and it's got those nice thick guitars in there, but they can also speed it up and rev up the bass and the drums and pound out a little bit of thrash as well. So just again, very versatile in their style and the way they can perform. So, you know, big kudos to the band for being able to do that. I love it when a band can just kind of mix it up and, you know, stick their toes here and there into different things and do it all really well. Where it goes wrong is when a band tries out new things and it doesn't go well. And I'm sure that you know a few bands, without me even saying, who have tried that and failed. But not a failure here. Great, great, great album here. You know, I love a great starter on an album, and we have a great starter on this album. The first track, Virtue Signal, it just kind of, you know, jumps off the page right away, and it starts you rocking, and it gets you into the groove of the album. And if you like the first song, you're gonna like the album. It's, you know, it's a pretty good sample. It's a pretty good showing of how that rest of the album will go. One little, I guess they call it a surprise. I'm not too familiar with too much country music, but I have heard of this guy, Chris Stapleton, and he is a phenomenal singer. Country or whatever genre you like, give that guy a listen to. But they do a cover of his song, Parachute. Great song to begin with. Chris Stapleton's version is awesome. But Savage Messiah covers it really, really well. And you're not going to listen to it and think, wow, that's a country song, because I've heard the song before and I didn't make the connection in my head right away that it was a cover of this song. So that's how much they kind of took it in and made it their own. So great job there. That's another really great mark of a band, is when they can do a cover and maybe you recognize it, maybe you don't, but it's just done so well that it kind of feels like it could be their song. It's hard for me to go through here, and sometimes I go through and I pick out maybe a top 3 tracks in order. I can't really do that because there are, in my mind, aside from those 2 I already mentioned, there are 5 more songs here that kind of compete, for me anyway, for what would be the top 1, 2, 3 on this album. So I'm just going to let you know what they are here kind of to start out. The first one that I really, really love is called Down and Out. And actually, a couple of them right in a row for me, which is also good because then you can listen and you don't have to worry about skipping, or maybe I don't like this song as much. You know, for me, didn't happen. So Down and Out, great song, followed by The Lights Are Going Out, which is a little bit slower, a little bit more grindy, but not boring. I like it. It's really great. And then they follow that up with the song that they have I guess the debut video for this album, The Bitter Truth. It's out there, and again, I'm going to link that. Maybe my favorite song on the album. I really like Down and Out, but The Bitter Truth, sometimes I know what they're doing when they release a certain song as a single, and I believe they knew what they were doing here because it's a fantastic song. Well, essentially it's what got me to dive a little deeper into this band. It's got that nice thrashy sound to it, and the guy can sing. There's not really any screaming or growling or anything like that. We've just got pure, aggressive metal vocals, and he can sing, and I love that. After The Bitter Truth, we've got Rise Then Fall. We're kind of coming to the close of the album here, finishing it out, and Rise Then Fall has a really thrashy vibe to it, so if you're hanging on waiting for a little bit more thrash sound out of some of these songs, Rise Then Fall is where you're going to head for that next one. And then kind of to close it out for me, I believe this is the last track on the album as well, which again, if you can start an album and get me excited about it, and then stay strong and finish the album with something that's more than just filler, you've done a great job putting an album together, and they've done a great job putting this album together. It's called Steal the Faith in Me. And again, it's just, it's a hard rocker, it's a metal song. These guys are a quintessential metal band, and to try to put them in any other kind of little subgenre or box, I think does a disservice to this album. Unless you are very specifically in tune to just one little pocket of metal, I think no matter what kind of metal you're into, you're going to like this album. And even if you're not specifically a metal person and you just kind of dip your toe into hard rock every once in a while, I still think you'll love this album. I think this has kind of universal appeal, and I can tell you quite honestly that as soon as I'm done filming this video, I'm going to go pop my brand new copy into my car for my commute home, and I'm going to just blast it and rock out. So again, Savage Messiah is the group. The album is called Demons. Brand new. Might be a little tricky to find if you're looking for a hard copy because I think it's still being put out there a little bit. You can certainly go to their website and find it. I found mine. I downloaded my copy, so good to go there. But again, get this album. This is one that I just really love. I wanted to review this one a little bit earlier, but I was trying to wait and see if I was going to grab a hard copy of it or if I was just going to buy the download. But again, get this album, Savage Messiah, Demons, and that's all I have to say about that great album. Thank you again for coming by. Let me know what you think if you get a chance to listen to this or if you want to check out one of the videos that I link you to, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Have a great day.